¿Una pausa? ¿O acabar con el calor del verano para siempre? Son Nike. Es Nike. Más. Lo más importante es
si todos visualizamos la victoria,
es más fácil conseguirla.
eso es así.
Those 3 quarters could mean so much in this group. No goals, but positivity abounds in Toronto. And we thought that maybe that could be the case. You know, you see a little bit cagey in the first parts of the game and not playing not to lose if you like, and then later parts of the game actually going for it. We've seen that with the substitutions, and it appears that both teams are over 3. Is falling in Tulsa.
somewhat of a press over the team, kind of those individual battles.
Look at our season match presented by Case Associates FC Tulsa.
And that was something, we just alluded to, managing Monterey's press, wanting to make sure that they can keep that contained as they almost get on the other end here. But switching the point of attack and the forward runs for FC Tulsa will be crucial. You know that they have the talent up top, but want to make sure that they are running into space with authority, demanding the ball, and trying to make something happen up front.
Quality punches by Monterey Bay to get across midfield, but Ian steps forward to deny that pass. Stuart Ritchie will play it back. And they'll possess on the back line. Ball hit first time, hangs up in the air for a long time and safely into the box for the veteran keeper to waiting for a little bit of movement before playing this, and it might be induced finally as driving one across midfield. Center back spot and all the way back. Watches home in a short time for FC Tulsa here on Saturday night. Batista on board. This will be shielded out. Throw in coming. The head man, Alex Cavello, has done a good job since taking over, and they just continue to build on positive things.
Definitely, and the last time these clubs met was his debut. And even though Monterey Bay lost, it was kind of a glimpse of what the team could become because they dominated from a possession standpoint, really good spells, they were able to score, and really since then he's really tried to instill kind of a new identity for this team. While they're still at the bottom of the Western Conference standings, looking at the points, they've been on a good spell as we've mentioned, and hopeful to continue that here tonight against FC Tulsa. We'll get a quick look at Tulsa head Luke Spencer as well. His first season with Tulsa, obviously a very successful season for the program. And by their own standards, kind of for FC Tulsa, but they had a good spell. Obviously the tough loss against Saturday, he mentioned it's a good, especially if something like that happens, you want the quick opportunity to erase it, have a chance to get that out of your head, and the tonight's match against Monterey Bay FC is just that. So they're looking ahead towards the next game and can continue to find success. Looks like we'll get a throw in here from Ethan.
Trying to find feet in the midfield. Harvey St. Clair forces the issue back. St. forward by the keeper, Jacob Jackson. Now just over 7 minutes in, and there's not been a quality chance to speak of, but really nothing to make either side sweat on the defensive end whatsoever. Lots of back and forth play in the midfield. They got tangled up there with Paul. No harm, no foul. Official. They were just anticipating that ball shooting through, and instead it was Alonzo Clark holding back. Trying to turn outside, keeping it inbounds. Those are good touches by Batista there. Missed the foul that will bring it the other way for FC Tulsa. Webco Industries has been a USA Today top workplace for the last several years. Learn more at workatwebco.com. St. Clair. Make a crossing run. Batista there to cover. And caught the deflection. Throw in for FC Tulsa. Fans, you can turn to the CBS Network on Saturday, June 20th for a thrilling USL Championship Western Conference showdown. March Blood, Las Vegas Lights FC takes on an electric Orange County SC. Eastern. Catch all the action on the CBS Sports Network, June 20th. First time, Ian took a big collision back. Yes, a player for each side is down.
It looked like both players had an unfortunate collision. We'll get another look here at the replay here shortly. Both players still on the ground. Up and Monterey Bay FC trying to find the ball in behind. See Ian turning there at the last second and ready to break contact.
You can enter the Brinks Tires USL Cup Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Referee did not award a foul there. And last touch by FC Tulsa. First corner kick of the match. Leggett gets it back, trying to play it topside. Still plenty of bodies in the box. Chips back and sails out for a goal kick. FC Tulsa was on some kind of a stretch. Regulation time. But they've lost 2 consecutive across all competitions. I think there's one here at home to San Antonio FC. The round of the Brinks Tires USL Cup. A week and a half ago, giving up a stoppage time goal to San Antonio FC. Third meeting between those two this year. whistled here. It'll be another quality set-piece opportunity for Monterey Bay.
This is where Batista have to be mindful of not giving up those chances in and around the 18. Another key set-piece opportunity. We'll get another look here. Looks like a 50-50 battle, maybe a little bit of a out there, but nonetheless, free kick.
But Jet sails over everyone and out for an FC Tulsa throw. Now, speaking of the ups and downs of the season, Lamar Batista was asked about just the relationships that this team's built. And he said, you know, we just have to trust our process. Last game we didn't supposed to happen against a team that can punish you. But we never want to overreact to a loss. He said it's a big one, and we got a quick turnaround to Wednesday and trust the entire group to get back on track. But it seems like that's the right mentality for one of the returning Western Conference champion team members, especially when this year runs the course of 8 months, and you can't get too high, too low in June especially.
And that's consistent with Luke Spencer's message throughout just his coaching tenure as well. He's always been very level-headed, doesn't get too high on the big wins, and, you know, on the other side of things, as you mentioned, too low on tough losses. I think that's, you know, a testament to how he tries to lead this team, and it clearly Lamar Batista feeling the same. So from the top down, having that same mindset. Long season, but an opportunity for FC Tulsa to kind of bounce back and back on the track that they were hoping to be on. And
Batista had his pocket picked, played across, and cleared off the 6. FC Tulsa fortunate there. To escape that giveaway in the back. Just a little bit too much finesse from Batista. He's ready for it.
And that's kind of the aggressive approach from the that Alex Cavallo has tried to instill a bit more, just all across the field, trying to set the tone, insert yourself. Can lead to opportunities like that. Monterey Bay FC with a great chance there. Unfortunate, not able to convert. We'll another look here. Absolutely play, but kind of turning nothing into something. Tulsa able to recover there. Batista holds his hand up, taking accountability.
Quality and clean sliding challenge there by Clark. You can get a great rate with Tinker Federal Credit Union on a car, truck, boat, RV, or motorcycle. You can refinance your auto loan from another institution with TFCU, and you could get a rate reduction or cash back. Visit tinkerfcu.org or a TFCU branch location for more details and to become a member with one of the nation's leading not-for-profit credit unions.
Another challenge in the midfield will lead to another set piece opportunity here for Monterey Bay FC. They far. First half, Tulsa's defense be more mindful of those, giving away those chances in and around the 18, as we mentioned. But Monterey Bay has not yet capitalized on one of those moments, but a chance to here as Bacchus trying to get his team organized.
Settle down. Egu. Toss denied and then whistled for a foul. That's a good hold by Giorgio Kocheski.
Driven to that far post. Egu trying to get around the outside, but well defended from Kocheski. Able to kill that opportunity.
Teams the lowest in the Western Conference in possession rate. Both been able to find plenty of success having the majority of the possession matches this year. Somebody's got to have the ball more than the other tonight, or at least you would expect coming in, but so far just a lot of backward play in the midfield.
Yeah, it has, and really statistically these teams have been pretty similar, at least in their style and play, and FC Tulsa working the ball well here from left to right.
Now Jamie Weber, low service in towards the penalty spot. And a high deflection ends up on the top of the net out for a goal kick.
Dorsey trying to get on the end of it. That was one of the better opportunities that FC Tulsa has had so far this evening. Started in transition from left to right, finds its way to the wing, and then Jimmy Weber. If FC Tulsa is going to have success tonight, high likelihood that he's involved in a good delivery there, just not able to connect with it on frame.
Cleared all the way to the back. Clark has plenty of time to survey it. And all the way back to his keeper. Fans, you can watch the USL on ESPN2 on June 20th as Powerhouse Championship Clubs Detroit City FC and Louisville City FC face off in the Brinks Tires USL Cup battle for the playoffs. ESPN2.
So you can see the idea that the play there, but just first touch lets him down, but too bad.
Good job by Elijah Paul. Kind of let the same player decide what he wanted to do with it, shielding it with his body. And then made his move. Logan Dorsey's used to it. You're playing in a forward position. It's not a matter of if or when, it's just a question of how many times are you going to get taken down during the course of the match.
FC Tulsa trying to find that kind of direct ball into the midfield as Dorsey drops back a bit, but strong challenge, referee right there to make the call.
These are two of the top in the Western Conference in fouls conceded, so you kind of expect a physical match between the two. Katrina Freshmack's corner kick for FC Tulsa for the first time. Jamie Weber assists in the last two matches overall. Out swinging to the penalty spot. Harvey St. Clair gets jumped into. Belmar Joseph Jr. saying, hey, I didn't mean it to be that physical. Ball had a ton of backspin off in the first header.
Get another look. It's interesting. Monterey Bay FC really throughout this first half has kind of bypassed that midfield area, trying to find and connect with forwards up top, creating those 50-50 kind of battles. There's been some kind of fouls here or there, as we've mentioned, with both of these teams being pretty physical. I think that's something for Monterey Bay FC we've talked about. You know, typically don't have a ton of possession. FC Tulsa plays similarly, but for them to start kind of stringing some passes together, having success, connect through the midfield a bit more. But right now, FC Tulsa's midfielders have been able to kind of take that option away, and a free kick opportunity upcoming here now on the other end.
Headed away, and it'll be a deep throw in for FC Tulsa. Ascension St. John is proud to care for our community on and off the field. Every game, every step of the way, visit us at ascension.org/St. John. Throw comes into the 6, back post, and planted home. How about it? In his first championship start for the Scissor Tails, it's Logan Dorsey.
This FC Tulsa crowd absolutely loving it, but you kind of felt like something was coming. FC Tulsa was getting more opportunities in and around the 18, and Dorsey able to capitalize. We'll get another look here. The long throw from St. Clair has been dangerous, and then Dorsey finds himself all alone on the back post. A bit of a defensive bust for Monterey Bay FC, and Dorsey not going to miss from there. And FC Tulsa finds himself on top here.
The man on loan with FC Tulsa for this 2026 campaign from Minnesota United FC. making his first start for FC Tulsa here tonight. It's got to be a good feeling, though, for FC Tulsa to get on the board early. Frustrating, though, at the same time, Anna, for Monterey Bay. They have been very stingy here early on, hadn't allowed FC Tulsa much optimism in the final third of the field. That proves the importance of the set-piece game.
The importance of the set-piece game, and just shows you how quickly things can change if you switch off. I mean, defensively, Monterey Bay FC had stayed pretty disciplined. They'd made it tough for FC Tulsa to find space, kind of forcing them to the outside and trying to find success off of the cross. And similar here, off of the long throw, but Dorsey able to find himself all alone on the back post.
Dorsey was a key contributor to Minnesota United FC 2's semifinal run in MLS Next Pro last season. 12 goals and 4 assists during the campaign. A 23-year-old from Evergreen, Colorado, putting FC Tulsa up 1-0 here in the first half. That's a good ball flicked on. A man down in the box for Monterey Bay. He's away from the ball. Now played through, stretching for a touch, but the pass a little bit too much on the leading edge. FC Tulsa has some numbers getting forward, a chance to counter. Weber for Bailey Sparks. Harvey St. Clair, good touch into space. Squared across, hit first time. Saved away by Jackson. Cross back in, headed away, and now out for an FC Tulsa throw. That's good composure on the counter for FC Tulsa.
St. Clair did really well here, driving into space. Weber trying to make himself available. He opts for the shot, but Dorsey finds himself open again on that far side, not able to connect there, and then the defensive effort from Monterey Bay FC to keep that one out. But you can tell FC Tulsa's finding more and more space, now just about the decision-making in that final pass.
Almost the same spot as the last goal, and again it takes a bounce, and Dorsey puts a head on it, but foul in the box against FC Tulsa. It's deja vu there for a moment. John Dorsey's eyes lighting up as he saw that select soccer ball again taking a bounce his way off of a throw-in. Select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. 27th minute goal from Logan Dorsey in his first start for FC Tulsa. The difference in the match. Being patient here and finding feet. Being patient here and finding feet to stay in possession. Leggett plays it back. FC Tulsa staying organized on their half of the field, at least so far. And that's the ball you're hoping for. Just stay home defensively, let the other team make the mistake.
FC Tulsa has stayed pretty disciplined defensively, especially in the midfield, as you see Monterey Bay FC just knocking the ball around from side to side, trying to find an opening. When they've had the chance, they've opted to go direct at times here. You can tell trying to be a bit more intentional and find feet, but just not a lot of space and overplaying a bit, forcing the error.
Referee talking with Jamie Weber.
We'll get another look here at that last sequence. See Weber kind of coming in with the elbow strong and then just a little bit extra there on the end. I think referee just had a quick talk with him.
Dorsey got taken down. An advantage given for a moment. The referee puts a stop to it. It was Dorsey who got tagged in the heels. Dorsey appears to be okay and back up.
Dorsey again on the left side making things happen, and just a strong challenge there. Just the extra kind of shove from Paul. I think maybe a little bit of that. It's just some frustration.
FC Tulsa with the lead on a 27th minute goal thanks to a Harvey St. Clair long throw-in. 9th different player this year for the Scissortails to register an assist in championship competition. Logan Dorsey becoming the 9th goal scorer in such competitions.
I think that's a testament as well. Taylor Calhera, we talked about the hole that FC Tulsa is trying to fill there from a goal scoring perspective as he headed off to Sporting Kansas City in the offseason, and kind of the power in numbers.
Headed on. Now back outside the 18. Kacheski driving one and out. There was a deflection. And for FC Tulsa, it'll be a Katrina Freshmex corner kick. But certainly, yeah, to your point, Anna, you want to have that type of balance.
And this opportunity here trying to, add to that. Kacheski from distance gets a bit of a deflection, earning the corner kick, but other players have had to step up, make a difference. And Weber trying to whip in a good ball here.
Curled in, punched out by Jacob Jackson. But that's a good touch back. Dorsey settles. Ball driven all the way back to Tambakis. From 32,000 miles of infrastructure today to the energy innovations of tomorrow, connecting people to power and communities to their future. Williams, we make clean energy happen. Leggett. Gets it back. Good ball played forward. Dorsey running into space. Has Remy Cabral far post. Going to play it that way. Cleared out of the box safely by Kelsey Agu. Another Katrina Freshmax corner kick coming. We'll check that. Offsides flag went up. Given away here for a throw. Now the newness is worn off for Grant Robinson. Early season addition to this FC Tulsa roster, but Anna, he has fit right in and played with a lot of intensity and passion in the midfield.
Yeah, he definitely has. He was a great addition to this FC Tulsa team, and that was something that, you know, when Luke Spencer brings players in, really make sure that they have kind of the off-the-field, you know, chemistry and idea, but also just this similar mentality, which allowed him to really slot right in and make an immediate impact. Obviously, FC Tulsa, from an injury standpoint, has had players in and out. Owen Dom suffered a lower leg injury earlier in the season, so allowed Robinson to come in and continue to keep that level high.
That ball sent through. It was kind of Kucheski able to take it away, but then given away. Foul here. Draw a free kick just beyond midfield as we approach stoppage time. Fans, with soccer season in full swing, SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time added in the first half. Play down the line. Deflected cross. And just over the byline and out for another corner kick. Monterey Bay FC continuing to knock on the door a little bit here in the closing stages of this first half. Veteran Sebastian Leggett. Out swinging to the top of the 6 and headed up and out. It was Kelsey Egu who was able to elevate above the rest, but not able to get a header squared up. One final boot here from Alex Tambakis should bring this first half to a close. And FC Tulsa can feel good about themselves. Able to finish the one truly quality chance that they had in his first start for the black and gold. Logan Dorsey finding the back of the net. And 1-0 after 45 minutes, Anna.
Yeah, FC Tulsa walking away with the goal in the first half, and it's been interesting. Monterey Bay FC has had the majority of possession, but just hasn't been able to really be productive with it in front of goals. So FC Tulsa, when the opportunities have been there, have taken advantage, and they find themselves up front.
We've reached the end of the first half. It's 1-0, the home team in front. We'll take a timeout and come back for more from downtown Tulsa.
My back was hurting a lot of cricks in my neck.
Lower back completely went out.
Everything hurt all at once.
You need to go to Tulsa Spine and Rehab, see Dr. Riley.
John. Looking at our first half stats, brought to you by Bill Knight Ford. Anything stand out, Anna?
I think the possession for Monterey Bay FC, you see they have the majority, but as far as just the production in and around the 18, obviously haven't been able to find the back of the net yet. FC Tulsa, 4 shots, half of them on target. The goal from Dorsey in his FC Tulsa debut is the difference maker. So it'll be interesting to see how Monterey Bay FC responds here in the second half with FC Tulsa up front.
Time now to look at your first half highlights. Here were the moments that you might remember.
Yeah, we mentioned Monterey Bay FC had good spells of possession. They had some chances, but really in and around the 18, it was that final pass, that final kind of piece of execution, just not there and where they'd want it to be. And then from a defensive standpoint, a bit of a breakdown here as Dorsey finds himself all alone on the back post, the long throw from St. Clair, and that's the difference maker so far in this game tonight. He's not going to miss from there, so something that Monterey Bay FC will have to tighten up. And again, these opportunities for them, they've come on the outside, trying to get around the corner and pulling that ball back into the 18. So just have to be more clinical in front of goal, and FC Tulsa's defense so far has been able to account for it, but I imagine a bit more sense of urgency here in the second half for Monterey Bay.
I would certainly think so. Let's take a look at our USL Championship Team of the Week. For week 14 and 15, Ben Pierman from Charleston Battery earns the Coach of the Week honors. And how about Darren Smith there for Detroit City? The forward became the second player ever to record a 5-goal game in USL Championship regular season on Saturday night. He scored the first 5 in a 6-2 rout against Sporting Club Jacksonville. Smith equaled the single-game scoring mark previously achieved in 2013 by Mauricio Salas. What's the most goals you ever scored in a game?
Oh gosh, don't put me. I was a passer. I was an assister.
You were looking for the assist hat trick, right?
Yeah, exactly. But hey, also shout out to Joel Garcia from Monterey Bay FC on the bench for the Team of the Week as well. So hopefully Monterey Bay FC, as we mentioned, can come out here in the second half and try to get something going. They had moments on the wing, kind of rounding that corner, finding passes in the 18, but just not able to be clinical in front of goal. And FC Tulsa, we talked about how Dorsey, hopeful that he would make an impact to this FC Tulsa team, and in his debut, he absolutely does. So it's been fun to watch him so far. It'll be fun to see what he can do in the second half as well.
Yeah, you mentioned Joel Garcia on the Team of the Week. That's now 4 consecutive Team of the Week honorees for Monterey Bay. And it's come from 4 different players, and they've also had their goalkeeper on there as well. So 5 overall on the last 4 Teams of the Week. And I think that's where we're seeing really the stock rising in this Monterey Bay FC team is the balance. And it's been perhaps somebody different stepping up in a variety of ways, leading to this 3-match winning streak.
Definitely. And again, I mean, not where they want to be from a standings perspective, still sitting at the bottom of the Western Conference, but they have 11 points, and there's a big group in the middle with 15 or 16. So, I mean, you're a couple wins away from your right in the mix. So Monterey Bay FC, they are definitely not out of this. Still a lot of opportunities left for them to put them in the running for playoffs. And we mentioned the form that they had been in coming into this game, playing well, scoring goals, winning games. So they know what it takes to do that. Obviously, from the standpoint of this game, not where they want to be, but just need to get that next goal, put themselves in good position to kind of level set and then lead.
We will see one change at halftime. It's for the visiting side. Stuart Ritchie will come off. Amari Glasgow comes onto the field.
And this is definitely an attacking kind of change. Amari Glasgow, he can be really dynamic in transition, and he's a player that can definitely make an impact in the attack. So something that Monterey Bay FC is making a tweak early here at halftime to try to put themselves in a position early to find that equalizer.
for Glasgow to attack on the wings. Stuart Ritchie playing primarily on the left wing in that first half. And Glasgow, one of those players who had been on the USL Team of the Week over the past month of play. Underway here in the second half. Be interesting to see how the first few minutes of this second half play out. And if there's anything tactically different as far as how they want to try to attack. First half goal coming in the 27th minute from Logan Dorsey in his first start ever for FC Tulsa. Third game across all competitions. Came off a throw-in from that man, Harvey St. Clair, who finds the feet of Sparks. Staying on his feet, but enough contact there to draw the whistle. Jamie Weber getting things organized, sending players forward. They get the big bodies from the back line, Batista and Clark, to come forward near the edge of the box. They bring St. Clair and Robinson back to defend in their place against a possible counterattack. Last words of instruction there from Jamie Weber to Bailey Sparks. Weber curled in, strongly headed out of the box by Agu. A little bit too much optimism perhaps there. Fans, don't forget to enter the Prinks Tires USL Cup Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Scan the QR code on screen and enter today. Dorsey heading it on, and no problems for Jacob Jackson. Making his second start as the Monterey Bay keeper in championship play. Fernando Delgado had been the man primarily in goal, starting 9 of their previous 11 championship matches. Little chip into the box. Awkward ball in, but no problems for Alonzo Clark and company. Coming forward, good touch into the box. Low cross. And missed everyone.
And that's where Monterey Bay FC has found success in these games, in those spurts of attack where they're on the wing with pace, driving at this FC Tulsa defense, trying to get around the outside. It's that delivery, that final pass. The runs are there, players in and around the 18, but just haven't been able to connect. But great run on that left side, and they'll want to see more of that here in the second half as they try to break down this FC Tulsa defense.
That was their halftime sub, Omari Glasgow, who made that run and touched between defenders and into space. And the first booking of the match. The yellow card issued to Kelsey Agu.
You see St. Clair with that ball in behind, and Sparks, I think it's just a bit of a clip there.
When you get set piece opportunities in just a short...
I think so. I mean, you can kind of understand what you want to do. These are definitely practice in training, so hopefully Weber can execute here.
Similar spot, headed into the 6, and Batista plants it home for a 2-0 lead.
Lamar Batista energizing this FC Tulsa crowd. And what a great set piece here for FC Tulsa. You talked about if you get another chance like this, would you do it the same? And Weber with an excellent delivery, and Batista with his height and ability to just find the ball with authority in the back of the net for FC Tulsa, doubling their lead here.
That's why you bring those big body defenders forward on the set pieces. First goal of the year in championship competition.
And it's well defended. Batista has defenders around him, but with his frame and with really just his will to head that one in the back of the net, it's a difference maker for FC Tulsa, and he's been such a pivotal player for them defensively last season as well, and the successful run that they had, and coming into this season was deemed, one of those leaders that wants to maintain that high quality of play for this FC Tulsa side, and able to be a difference maker on the offensive front here as FC Tulsa quickly gets the takeaway, and it looks like another free kick in a very similar area.
Second assist in championship competition this year for Weber. Third assist in the last 4 matches throughout all competitions.
So Glasgow issued a yellow card here, and on the break with pace. Easy call for the referee. And this one a bit farther out. Similar kind of angle as Sparks and Weber talk about what's next.
Second LaCourse Law yellow card in the last 5 minutes as Jackson able to secure that in the air. Slow roller, but just finding space. Leggett now with it at feet. That's where they want it. Garcia Jr. deflected, maintaining possession. Leggett in the corner, and will earn the corner kick. Every decision matters, especially when it comes to your family. Rivas and Associates are here to guide you and support you every step of the way. Rivas and Associates, empowering immigrants and building futures. Sebastian Leggett. Out swinging, Batista again winning it in the air with the head, this time on the defensive end. And Harvey St. Clair will shield out for an FC Tulsa goal kick. Fans, if you can't watch the match, turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk. including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Good touch by Cabral forward. Sparks in the box. Robinson, low cross. Batista came over the back. Whistle for the foul, helping the man. Wesley Leggett back up to his feet. Three consecutive wins for Monterey Bay FC in championship competition. All of those have been at home, though. Still looking for their first three. Too much on that one, and out for a goal kick. In as few as 7 months, you could be a trained welder, HVAC, refrigeration technician, or electrician. Learn more at tws.edu. That's tws.edu. Logan Dorsey and Lamar Batista, the goal scorers tonight for FC Tulsa. Harvey St. Clair and Jamie Weber on the assist, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Scissor Tails. Looking to keep pace with the top handful of teams in the Western Conference. Krzyzewski back for Clark, who will swing it wide to Ian. This is the first time, though, across all competitions for FC Tulsa, scoring more than once in 4 matches. The last time was a 2-0 win here at home over Hartford Athletic on May 22nd. Turned over and well defended with composure. Coming back for Monterey Bay to save the day was Nico Gordon. Now the Jet, a little bit of space to work. Nakamura hasn't had a ton of touches tonight. Ian took an inadvertent hands, it appeared, to the face. Take another look.
The referee stopping play to make sure he's okay, but just a bit of an extension there. I don't think it was anything too malicious, and Ian up after that last play. And FC Tulsa now, I mean, still 30 minutes left in regulation, but will still want to keep their foot on the gas, but also content kind of the start-stop nature, breakup play, not really allow Monterey Bay FC to get into a rhythm to try to find that next goal. And FC Tulsa right now in a great position from a defensive standpoint after coming off of conceding 5 goals in their last game, will absolutely want to work to maintain the clean sheet. But plenty of time left here for Monterey Bay FC to find a way to break through.
Not suiting up tonight, Riley Bidois, who had scored in the last 4 matches for Monterey Bay. 5 goals overall in that span of time across all competitions, including the 3 wins in championship play. Saw the possession number after the first 45 minutes heavily in favor of the visitors. And FC Tulsa allowed a lot of that in their own half of the field, just staying back, poised and organized, much like you're seeing right here. And it was that final pass in the box that eluded Monterey Bay. FC Tulsa on the counter. Sparks. Bailey Sparks trying to switch the field. Didn't quite get under that one the way he wanted. Here's Robinson now. Grant Robinson. Good service in, but into the safekeeping of Jacob Jackson. Forcing a turnover. Jamie Weber. And that will draw the 3rd yellow card of the half on Monterey Bay. This time to Nakamura.
Weber did well initially to quickly work to regain possession. I think just a bit of frustration from Nakamura. You see quickly here, loses possession and then knows exactly what he's doing. Just, it's the slightest of tugs, but enough for the referee stopping a promising attack as Weber was running in space. 4-man wall now.
Weber and Lamar Batista talking things over. They've got Dorsey out there with some space on the near side. They're paying attention to him, but they're giving him some room. Just over 25 yards out, hit. Looking for far post, Weber. We will have our second substitution of the match for Monterey Bay and Coach Alex Cavello. Nick Ross entering the match for Kelsey Agu. Sent long by Jackson. Being forced to just hit that first time long to avoid trouble. Robinson comes back to win it. Dorsey looking to have a go from distance. Howard gets away from it. With eFootball, you can live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. FC Tulsa forcing another turnover. Remy Cabral from outside of the box.
Remy Cabral knows by his own standards, needs to put that one on frame, but you saw a glimpse there of FC Tulsa's high press where they're taking away those options and forcing errors and opportunities for them to pounce on the attack.
Just not letting the opponent get comfortable.
I think what's important about when you do that is not one can go. All have to go, or it's easy for teams to play out, but when FC Tulsa's kind of cohesive in their approach, it can be really dangerous.
It's been a while since the ball has come near Alex Tambakis. Gladly take the opportunity to get his big paws on it. A lot of space here for Weber. Good touches. Cabral for Dorsey. Offsides flag stayed down. FC Tulsa will make some changes. Lamar Batista all kinds of fired up after that tackle to win possession back. Cabral chesting it back to Kacheski. Foul here on Bailey Sparks. And now the changes. Giordano Colli coming on for Giorgio Kacheski and Khalil El-Medkar will come on for the goal scorer Logan Dorsey.
Luke Spencer fortunate he has options like these two on the bench to come in, hopefully maintain, if not raise the level here. El-Medkar and Coley, key players last season, contributors in the attack.
Two changes now for the space has been so limited by FC Tulsa on their defensive half of the field. There hasn't even been a lot of opportunities to think, hey, let's just try our luck from 30 yards out and test the keeper. Just those opportunities haven't been there either.
No, FC Tulsa has been really disciplined throughout the entirety of this game. They've done a great job staying connected in the midfield, really covering each other and forcing Monterey Bay FC really around the outside, trying to find a way to the inline and cut back, but just haven't really been able to cleanly do that because the recovery from FC Tulsa has been there. Even when there have been lax moments, the effort to recover has been there. But still 7 or so minutes left as they'll look to kind of see this game out, maintain a clean sheet with Monterey Bay knocking on the door.
Posting up there in the box, Elijah Paul still staying on ball. A handful of subs trying to give themselves that shot in the arm, and perhaps the one that's given them the most is Omari Glasgow, the man who was able to draw the yellow just outside of the box moments ago with his good 1v1 work. Nick Ross carrying it forward. Gordon gives it back. That hit the arm of Blancas as he nearly fell to the ground using his arm to support it. Unfortunate deflection there for the visiting side. Spencer barking out the last section of instructions to his side. Cabral switching it to Sparks. A little bit too much power on that cross. All three defenders back had turned their attention to Cabral, and Sparks sneaking in on the back door. Well, that's a quality touch from Stopper, but it caught Sparks off guard. Taken away. Given right back. Like they've done a majority this night. Forcing play and possession all the way to the back line. Deflected off of Pierre and out for a throw-in. Sub for FC Tulsa. Zion Saranga will come in for Bailey Sparks. Celebrate America's 250th with FC Tulsa this 4th of July. Score a premium 4-pack of tickets in a luxury suite or the Pitchside Lodge for just $250. Enjoy access to a buffet, all-inclusive beer and wine in the Pitchside Lodge, and post-game fireworks. Get your tickets at fctulsa.com/250. Out for a goal kick. Tonight starting a 3-match homestand for the Scissor Tails that will run through that July 4th match. And overall, 5 of the next 6 here on the home field. Batista to switch the field. Aggressive Batchet. Farnsworth and company controlling. Cabral wins the 50-50 ball. Sharonga off and running, playing it forward. Cabral ahead of steam. Jackson, though, off his line. Heads up goalkeeping.
You can tell now Monterey Bay FC pushing more players forward, leaving themselves a bit susceptible to those chances for FC Tulsa to get in behind, but still needing a couple goals. It's the right thing to do. Have to take those risks.
After a rare blowout loss on the road Saturday, 5-1 to Charleston Battery, Luke Spencer said, I think there's a lot to look at and improve on from that match, but at times, the worst thing you can have is more time to dwell on a result like that. They were happy for this quick turnaround, and they've shown it tonight. That sense of urgency so far have not squandered the opportunity. There's a deflection and into the safekeeping of Tambakis. Out for a throw-in. And the box still loose. Sent back out. And the fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time added. Bay FC across all competitions without being shut out. Last time they were shut out was April 4th in a scoreless draw against San Antonio FC. Shut out in 4 of their first 5 matches, but none in the 9 matches since. That's deflected out, and another corner kick coming.
You have to credit this Monterey Bay FC team. They're still continuing to push and push here, even late into this game. Try to cut the deficit in half, and a corner kick opportunity here. Still time.
Volleyed back in. Tambakis has it. Down into the corner. This is where the time-wasting strategy comes in as Robinson knows he just needs to possess. Well on Medcar. Perhaps a bit too relaxed as he tried to settle that in on the touchline. Medcar came from the onside position. On the near side, it was off. And a yellow card issued as Jamie Weber got upended. Referee allowed FC Tulsa to play the advantage. One touch here to resume play might just do it. Another LaCourse Law yellow card. That one's to Nick Ross. And that's the final whistle. A goal in each half for FC Tulsa, including in the first ever start for the Scissortails. Logan Dorsey has what proves to be the game winner. Lamar Batista in the second half for good measure. And it's a 2-0 victory in FC Tulsa's sixth shutout of the year. They were eager to get back to the field after a disappointing road outing on Saturday, Anna, and they showed it for a full 90 minutes here tonight.
Absolutely, a complete 90-plus minutes from FC Tulsa. FC Tulsa giving up 5 goals last time out, but none tonight. Tambakis now tied for the all-time league record in shutouts. So he will be pleased with that performance. And FC Tulsa's defense able to hold Monterey